Performing Gaming 420.
Openly and completely against it. You're not fighting for free speech. You're not fighting for rights. You're fighting for the right to be a pussy and not hear opinions that you don't like. I'm done.
I want to focus instead on the ethical significance of an academic's total dereliction of academic responsibility. Academics are never free to distribute totally bogus claims while trading on the value provided by their title as a professor in a great Canadian university.
It's a public march. I can say where I want to be. You can't push me back.
Dude, we have a
It's a public march.
I don't care. You got your ass over there, man.
Sorry, I'm saying that
And as I end my time in the White House, I can think of no better message to send to our young people in my last official remarks as First Lady. So for all the young people in this room and those who are watching, know that this country belongs to you. Our diversities of faiths and colors and creeds, that is not a threat to who we are. It makes us who we are. Do not ever let anyone make you feel like you don't matter or like you don't have a place in our American story, because you do. And you have a right to be exactly who you are. Shoot, it's the hope of my folks like my dad. He got up every day, do his job at the city water plant. The hope that one day his kids would go to college and have opportunities he never dreamed of. That's the kind of hope that every single one of us, politicians, parents, preachers, all of us, need to be providing for our young people. Because that is what moves this country forward every single day. Our hope for the future and the hard work that hope inspires.
Hi. Okay. My name is Tanae. I'm the current president of our NAACP chapter.
Great.
And so I just have a few questions. During your entire presentation, I noticed that you failed to mention that feminism is the belief that men and women are equal. So do you not think this? And then also, I noticed when you were talking about America's values and about how great America is, you failed to mention that our nation was built on the power of white men without the acknowledgement of black people, the Indians, women at least. So do you not think that men and women are equal? Do you not acknowledge the problems that we have here in America that does, in fact, not make America great?
All right. No. Let's be respectful.
I mean, not triggered. I understand how to handle myself, unlike some Trump supporters.
Guys. It was a perfectly reasonable, respectful question. Let's be respectful. On the first half of your question, women don't agree. Fewer than 1 in 5 women in America describes themselves as a feminist, even though over 85% of them believe in inequality between the sexes. Why? Because they know that feminism has become something different now. They know that the feminism you're talking about, it's very convenient, isn't it, to sort of treat men like shit, and then when people say I'm not a feminist, say, oh, but feminism's about equality. That's not what feminism has become. It's not what feminism is anymore. Feminism is a mean, vindictive, spiteful, nasty, man-hating philosophy
So
that
why
has very
would
little.
you
Well, let me
promote-
finish because I let you finish, okay? That has very little to do with the equality of the sexes and a lot to do with man-hate. And the way that you know that is women are abandoning it in their millions. Women don't want feminism anymore. They have rejected your version completely. They don't agree with you. In the UK, the numbers are even worse. Just 7% of women in the UK describe themselves as feminist, despite the fact that 92% of women in the UK believe in equality of the sexes. It's very clear what's happening. They don't believe that those two things mean the same, because if they did, they'd give the pollsters the same answer to both those questions. Women know that feminists say one thing and do another. Women know that the primary purpose of feminism these days isn't to promote equality, it is to beat down on men. So you've lost, you have a big PR problem on your hands. And when you come up and say, well, how dare you not mention that it's actually just about equality of the sexes, don't you believe in equality of the sexes? I very clearly said in my speech multiple times that I do, and that I love women, that I care about them. But this sleight of hand that feminists play when they're perfectly happy to treat men like shit and spread these conspiracy theories about the patriarchy, these lies about the wage gap, lies about campus rape culture, and then turn around and play the victim and play innocent and say feminism is just about equality. Give me a break.
So,
As to your second part of your question, I get some shit from conservatives for this answer, by the way, but I agree with you. I agree with you that there are structural historical problems in this country. I agree with you that black community has been treated like hell by both Democrats and Republicans. I just don't think Black Lives Matter is the answer. I don't think throwing your toys out the pram and burning your own cities is the answer. I think better schools would help. And I think if black people really wanted to improve their lot and improve their situation, they would start voting for Republicans. Because when they do, and when people police properly, black lives are saved. Bill Clinton, who signed the crime bill, which took thousands of black dads out of families and threw them in jail, the terrible, pointless, awful war on drugs, right? Replacing, the black dad with the state, which is what Democrats have systematically tried to do to you guys for generations. And Black Lives Matter's response isn't to say, we're going to try voting for the other guys because 40 years of this hasn't worked. What we want is better schools so that a poor black child who is smart could go to Harvard. They don't do that. They cause a fuss, they block a road, and they burn their own towns down. So yeah, I agree with you that there's a problem. But I think we probably have very, very different prescriptions for that.
Madam, I'm grateful to you for coming, but to be quite honest with you, fuck your feelings.
Stop it. Get some help.
In a year where everything changed, when we were forced to question all we thought we knew, when nearly all hope was growing dim.
On to your butts.
Here comes 2017.
Donald Trump wins the presidency.
From the country that brought you 2016 and November 8th comes a whole new kind of comedy.
Get the f*** out of this country, man.
One where anything can happen.
Donald J. Trump will become the 45th president of the United States.
Where the only thing to expect is the unexpected.
You're awake, by the way. You're not having a terrible, terrible dream.
Now, our first question. 1 + 1. Yes.
2.
Incorrect. Yes.
Multiculturalism.
Well done, Simon. Next question. What is 3 times 3? Yes?
9.
Wrong. Yes, Penelope.
Gender equality.
Very good, Penelope.
Is this a joke?
Do you think gender equality is a joke?
No, but isn't this a maths class?
Don't be so racist.
I just asked a question.
We don't ask questions. Questions are offensive.
Yeah.
Now,
I have the right to speak my mind.
No, we have the right not to be offended.
And that's more important. And if you don't stop verbally assaulting us, we will be forced to attack you in self-defense.
Can't do that.
Actually, we have every right to do so.
and it's illegal for you to fight back.
Yeah!
If you're the kind of dipstick who likes to claim free speech while you're shouting people down to shut them up, not only are you a disingenuous, hypocritical dirtbag, that goes without saying, but you have no business calling anyone a bigot. The definition of a bigot is somebody who won't listen to another point of view. That's you. You are the bigot, you bigot.
It is so unbelievable, and I'm ashamed for the Democrats and the press, but then I repeat myself. Because when the New York Times has to dig out the bottom of the birdcage to see what they wrote 8 weeks ago when they were whining about how terrible it was Donald Trump was saying something, and then they turn around and say the same thing, you know what the evidence of a rigged election was? the exposure of the DNC emails that showed that it was rigged against Bernie Sanders and toward Hillary Clinton. It was a fixed deal, and that was one of the things. I think the more amazing thing is that those DNC emails revealed just the contempt that Hillary and her chief lieutenants had for the working class people of America, and that's why she lost. And Democrats need to accept the results of a fair and free election, which is what they lectured Republicans about.
They're happy to ignore things that would help black communities. Better schools, proper law enforcement.